This shall be fun. I have always wanted to do my little set of research and compare the power of the protagonists of the series. For this video I will be focusing on the first 5, and when I finish doing separate videos on the dude from Battlespire and the dude from Redguard, I shall add them to this list. Maybe. Anyways, let us compare Arena, Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion and Skyrim's heroes and see who would be the strongest of them all, and we shall go from number 5 to number 1, with the obvious number 1 being the strongest. On a quick note, if you enjoy Elder Scrolls content like this, then feel free to subscribe. I post every week. But enough self-advertising, let us start, and did you know Mike is a cat? Right through my extensive research of about an hour and 23 minutes, I have come to the conclusion of who the weakest one is. And I feel many of us will agree with me in this, but we shall see. I'm sure somebody won't. There's always that one random high elf douche, you know? So let's begin the list by saying that the hero of Daggerfall, in my opinion, is the weakest. Now a lot of you might disagree and say, well hey, that's not fair, I feel the Eternal Champion from Arena is. Well, let's look at some facts. Let's say that he's genuinely hard to distinguish between the two, about who is stronger. Well, instead compare their achievements. Okay, so the hero of Daggerfall went on a hunt for the Emperor to find out a bunch of crap, which he does, for the entire game, without ever facing any massive threat bar the end, where he is then ripped apart and sent into nothing through the warp in the west. Literally, the hero technically never existed thanks to the Dragon Break. He did, but he might as well have not. Now bar I missed something, tell me where his true strength is. So let's move on to number 4. The Eternal Champion, in my opinion, bar the champion is an elf, he would not be alive today, because he would have died of old age, like any normal Imperial or Breton or that. He managed to kill one of the strongest battle mages to ever exist, and not get killed by what can only be described as probably one of the most, if not the most powerful staffs that ever existed on Tamriel. He defeated the Jägermeister. The friggin' Jägermeister, man. This dude spent 10 years pretending to be the Empire with one of the strongest weapons only to be killed by a normal dude. So honestly, comparing achievements, that deserves a way higher spot than the hero of Daggerfall in my opinion. No? Don't you think? Okay, so the top 3. Skyrim, Morrowind and Oblivion. Who is the strongest? This is going to stir up somebody's trigger, but it's personal opinion, don't forget that, and feel free to correct me in the comments. So let's start with number 3. I personally feel that the Champion of Cyrodiil is taking that spot. And just hear me out, okay? We know that he became Sheogoran, and don't anybody try and tell me he didn't, because I swear to Jesus I will just cry or something. The Grey March is technically gone, with Jiggalag being his own Daedric Prince now, which means that the Champion of Cyrodiil would only be the form of Sheogorat, meaning that outside of his influential powers on certain mortals, and his overwhelming power in the Shivering Isles, what good is he really? He's just an incredibly smart, incredibly insane dude with a bit of power. But that's my opinion now. But like, yeah, the champion did slay Umaril, again, who was undeniably one of the strongest warriors to exist, and went into oblivion itself alone to close gates, and that's super badass, but compared to the other two, I feel he wouldn't have the same amount of luck they do. With that, let's do number 4, the Dragonborn. Okay, so we have a dude who killed a very, very old, ancient, powerful vampire. He took on Miraak and lived to tell the tale. He rides dragons. He destroyed the World Eater, the child of Akatosh, a dragon who was supposed to eat Nirn itself. He absorbs the souls of dragons, being Dragonborn and all that. Then he has his trump card. He can shout, one of the most powerful powers to exist in the Elder Scrolls universe. Like, he can slow down time, freeze people, burn them, push them away, make a storm appear. Like, mate, how do you even compare to that crap? It would take a significant amount of power to take this guy on. Literally, Akatosh would have to come down himself and squish him or something. He is extremely strong and powerful, and I feel he is worthy of the 2nd place spot. So, you all know who number 1 is then, I guess. I personally feel, from a lore point of view, that Nerevarine is the most powerful protagonist of these 5. He is technically the reincarnation of one of the most powerful Daedric champions to ever exist, Indoral Nerevar. This dude is literally the bedtime story for Dunmer children. He was loved by the people, by the tribunal themselves, even the Daedric prince Azura adored him. So the Nerevarine is the reincarnation. Along with this, he catches Corpus, who survives a possible cure that has killed many before him, leaving him without the going insane effect and leaving him with the strength and other beneficial side effects of the disease, including immortality. He kills 3 gods. 3 gods, man. Like, what the hell? How do you actually fight this dude? He can't die. Oh, and to top it off, Azura is basically his bodyguard. Last time Nerevar died, she changed the race altogether, so don't go near him if you don't want to become a frog, or something like that. He is pretty strong. That's my opinion, guys. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree, I am not sure, but it's up to you what you believe. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and tell me who you think is the strongest character. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, but yeah, as always, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later.